Good afternoon, year fives, and welcome to your vocabulary lesson today. Thank you to all those children who submitted their vocabulary last week, and it was wonderful to see you learning some new words. We're going to be carrying on with learning some more words, and we're going to be looking at these 9 words this week. Okay, again, some of you might have seen these words before, and we're going to make sure that we're understanding them correctly. Right, so we're going to be looking at prefixes. Now, prefixes are the words that cannot stand on their own and they go with part of a word, okay, with the root word. So if we have a look at N means to put into or inside, okay? So N and then something. So like, for example, an envelope would have, you would put something inside the envelope, okay? So you would need to add on the envelope. So that N part there would be part of that first part of that word, and then we would add the rest of it. So that little dash there is saying that there's a little bit more of the word that we need to attach it to. Okay, it could be, and then, or it could be an add. Add simply means quite easily and adding or moving, like addition. And M means to put into or inside, and it's often used before the B or the P. So we're going to look at some of those words today, starting with these prefixes, N, add, and M. And just so we understand what these words mean, these prefixes give us a bit of a clue for the word itself. Right, so we're going to look at these 9 words together and their meanings. Try and remember their meanings, okay, as best as you possible. And then you're going to go and match the definition to the word in your team's activity today, all right? So if you are enable, it means to make something possible, okay? If you enable something, it means you can do it. Empathy is to share the feelings of another person, okay? When you empathize with somebody, it generally means that when somebody is feeling sad, let's say their dog just died, or they're feeling somebody that they really loved has passed away, or they're very upset about something, you could then take on those emotions. You feel for them, although even though it didn't happen to you, you can feel sad for them, okay? So you empathize with somebody. If you embark on something, it means to go on board a ship or an aircraft, okay? So we often say you embark on it and you disembark, okay? And if you've been on an airplane, you might have heard that word disembark, and disembark is obviously the opposite to embark, and that means you'd have to get off the plane. If you admit something, it means to confess to doing something that's wrong, okay? You're admitting to it, you're saying, yes, I did do it, it was wrong of me to do it, and you are saying that you are confessing to it. If you confess to it, it means you're like owing up, you're saying yes. If you adjust something, you're making a change, and generally it can be as, it's a little change, okay? So if you're adjusting something, you're just tweaking it. Advance is to move forward in a purposeful way, okay? If you advance, it means you go forward. You might have played the board game Monopoly, and it will often say in there, one of the cards that you pick up would say advance to begin. So you would go all the way around the board as quick as possible to begin. So you're doing that in a purposeful way. Oh, I'm getting quite tongue-tied here today. Adapt, you've all heard of that word adapt, is simply means to change your behavior or your ideas. Okay, so if you're adaptable, it means you're somebody who's able to change situations quite quickly. If you adhere to something, it means you stick firmly to something, okay? That you're not going to change your mind, you adhere to it, you're agreeing with it. And the last word we're going to look at is adhesive, and that is like glue, okay? And it often means that you can stick things together. So those are your 9 words today, all right? So if you want to do, you can even act out these words. So if you admit to it, see if you can, you confess to doing a wrongdoing, all right? It could also be to let somebody enter a place. So if on your tickets, you might even see it'll say like admit one, means one person is allowed to come into that place. Advance means to move forward in a purposeful way. That word is really getting to me today. Or you can do an improvement of something. If you adhere, it means you stick firmly to something and you follow that rule. And if you embark on something, it means it could also be like you getting on board a ship or a plane. And you could also be embarking in a new career. It means you're starting something new. Okay, or if you're embarking on a new year group, it means you're going to be starting something brand new. So those are your words for today. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you remember them, and I'd love to see them in your writing in the coming weeks. And looking forward to having you guys back next week. Have a wonderful day of learning. We'll see you soon. Bye.